coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. It's the Nets who are victorious. And for the very first time in franchise history, they are NBA champions. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
It wasn't surprising to see this team get the win. They did a great job of letting the fundamentals of basketball be the key to success. Check out the leading scores for the Brooklyn Nets. The Clippers won't get to lift the Larry O'Brien trophy. It was one of the best seasons in the franchise history, but without a championship, it's likely to be forgotten. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Clippers. And that does it for another NBA season. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, thanks for making us your choice for hoops action.
The NBA season has come down to this. This is it for all the marbles. Game 7 of the NBA Finals. We're at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Tonight, the Brooklyn Nets playing host to the LA Clippers. Hi, everyone. With Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you talk about the Nets coming in. They know what's at stake. This is it. One game to decide the NBA Finals.
Well, here we are. This is what you dream about. A Game 7, a one-game series for the NBA championship. This has been one heck of a thrilling ride so far. I'm just so grateful to be here courtside to watch this happen in front of my own eyes. This has really been a dream come true.
And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
Now push it. Let's attack and transition so we can build this lead.
Clippers have the basketball. Strong finish for Paul George.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Kyrie Irving, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
George in a matchup with Boogie. Fires the three. Paul George is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 84% free throw shooter. Can't connect on the first free throw. Hits the second. One more coming. No good. 1 for 3 on that trip. Oh, they call him for the foul.
Just a tic-tac foul.
George. Leonard. His first effort off the mark. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
To Irving. Kyrie Irving. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
It's plain and it's simple. The difference between a winning team and a losing organization is the fact that their ability to finish plays. You have to find a way defensively to finish these type of plays to win this game.
And the finish, slam dunk.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Paul George trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's struggled so far. Free throw try, off the mark. Kawhi Leonard missed his first. That one goes.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
To Cousins. Kyrie Irving lines it up for 2. That's what you come to expect. Your best players making baskets. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Nets have it. Butler to Cousins. Takes stock of the floor. Oh, had him going there for a second. The drive, right to the basket. Can't get past the defender. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Here comes the screen. George matched up with Jimmy Butler. Paul George looking good, 4 for 5.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Nice pass to set things up.
Ed, I have a rule. If you're 6'9" or taller, I don't want to see you jelly it. I don't want to see any kind of weird spin or English on the ball. Just dunk it. Keep it simple, please.
Holiday to Thomas. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm. That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Oops, he missed the first one. No good. Missed them both. Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Isaiah Thomas against KD. DeMarcus Cousins sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Brooklyn's got it. Irving, the hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
Kevin Durant with a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Rises for the slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Lowry. Kawhi Leonard, 3 for 4. Good start.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
George. That one off the mark. It's no good. Irving into the front court. His team up by 1. They'll get it to Durant. Simmons to Cousins. Driving right to the basket. No good. Defense catching a break there. Count the basket at the rim.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Irving. Yes. Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Jimmy Butler. Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
It goes down. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Irving. On fire to start this one. 4 threes in this first quarter alone.
And I love this offense in the playbook. It's called give him the ball and get out the way.
DeMarcus Cousins tips it. That's his 3rd block this evening. George, well, their first three, and they're right back in it, within a possession in this first quarter.
Well, I don't want to live in the past, but if you got a couple of those to drop earlier, you could have had a nice lead. Now, we got a dogfight.
Holiday controls the basketball. Shot clock's off as they'll search for a tying bucket. And that's going to be out of bounds off of George. That misses with a second to go. 1 quarter down in this deciding game. Second quarter set to begin. Some impressive shooting numbers. Jay, is that good offense, or is it, dare we say, bad defense?
I don't know if I'm watching an all-star game or a regular season game, because I'm telling you right now, Ed, if it was the regular season, which it is, by the way, you probably want to see some teams play some defense.
The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Butler cleans it up. Simmons to Durant. Kevin Durant. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
George. Cousins there for the rebound. It's Brooklyn's ball. Irving. He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Westbrook into the front court. His team up by 7. Russell Westbrook rocking the rim. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Fires the 3, and the rebound taken down by the Clippers. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Luka Doncic at the line. Misses the first. Oh, he missed them both. Brooklyn with the basketball to Dinwiddie. 4-3. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Russell Westbrook, defended by Melo. To Dinwiddie. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Howard. Nets have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
And finishes strong.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Here comes the screen. Going to launch beyond the arc. Knocks it down. Westbrook into the front court. Lead stands at 7. To Dinwiddie. Here comes the screen. Dinwiddie matched up with Carmelo Anthony. Terrific vision. Oh, Russell Westbrook. He's 2 for 2 now.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Here's the call. Intentional foul. Referee all over it.
Maybe a message was being sent there. I'm just not too sure what it was.
Westbrook. Count the basket.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Has a look. With the step back.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Dinwiddie into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Nick Young against Klay Thompson. Count it.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Nothing going here on that drive. Doncic to Anthony. Smith to Anthony. Picked up by the Nets. Slam dunk, Russell Westbrook.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
With a drop step. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
With a drop step from long range. Spencer Dinwiddie, no problem. Contested, hits the 3.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
And Jay, they called the foul.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
New personnel on the floor for Doc Rivers. Lowry to Paul George. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go. To Westbrook. Missed a wide open look.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Westbrook to Dinwiddie. Here comes the screen. Here's a chance from long range. And George able to gobble up the rebound. George, guarded by Russell Westbrook. Jared Allen, huge block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Jared Allen pins it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
It's LA Clippers ball. Jared Allen rejects it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Straight on 3 at the buzzer. We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
These are the guys getting buckets for the Brooklyn Nets. The Clippers were unable to find an offensive flow in the opening half. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Game track. Bench points.
The Los Angeles Clippers aren't getting enough bench production in this contest. Their reserves need to step up and start making an impact in this game.
Player of the half.
Kyrie Irving was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone. Here are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Russell Westbrook with the rock. For 3, and Russell Westbrook knocks down a wide-open 3.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Nick Young, nice.
I'm a little bit disappointed in the celebration right there, Ed. I mean, live your best life. I want to see a little bit more passion on the next play.
Passed it off. Isaiah Thomas. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Westbrook across the timeline. His guys lead here, early stages, 3rd quarter. To Dinwiddie. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
What I like about Spencer Dinwiddie is that he's a worker. I remember he got hurt his last year in college at Colorado, still decided to take a chance on himself, went into the draft, got drafted 2nd round, and now I see him still defining and refining his game.
Off the assist.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Spencer Dinwiddie sends it away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Thomas to George. Nothing going here on that drive. And count the basket.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Here's Westbrook controlling the offense. Clippers have it. Strong finish for Paul George.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him, make him think that maybe you will take him, maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Westbrook won't go down. Lowry with it. The deficit now up to 13. George buries it on the catch and shoot.
Well, easy difference there. In the first half, the offense allowed the defense to settle into their half-court sets defensively, and that's why the shots were all contested. But now, since they picked up the pace of the game, they're getting a lot more action out of transition threes.
Well done, Kyle Lowry. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Knocked loose. Beyond the arc for 3. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Paul George good on the quick release there.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Westbrook. To Nick Young. And they call it.
A simple touch foul.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Irving. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
George to the basket, but it won't go. Butler into the front court. It's an 11-point game. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
George buries the wide-open 3. That's too easy.
And the game flow in the second half is completely different than the first. That first half equals out of sight, out of mind. Way to recalibrate in the locker room and find your rhythm back on the court.
Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
George against Cousins. Fires the 3. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Irving no good with the shot there. To Leonard. Runner's good there. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
George, off the mark, no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Irving. To Cousins. And the rebound grabbed by the Clippers. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Paul George. Oh, pass stolen by the Nets. To Irving. Probing the defense. Shot from the lane won't go. George, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Irving with the basketball. Leads 5. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Nets have the lead. The Clippers with the basketball as we begin the 4th quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
To Paul George. Fires the three, and Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open, takes advantage.
Consistency wins the game. Sometimes you have to double down. I'm sure that's what their coach told them to do in the locker room. Keep shooting your shot.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Irving to Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there, but see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Gets it in the left corner. George, add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Nets have the basketball. Well, you can't do that.
Just a tic-tac foul.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Irving. Kyrie Irving. He's going to get 3 shots here. A career 87% from the line. First try at the line, no good. Missed the middle one. One more coming. Oh for 3 from the line. Wow. Lowry into the front court. His guys down 3. And scores. Strong take.
Look at that. Calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Off the assist.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Cruises inside for 2.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Kyle Lowry at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 80% at the line. First free throw is good. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Kyrie across the timeline. Leads 4. 4-3. Not that time. He missed it.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
George, tough matchup against Durant. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. To Durant. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Kyrie Irving at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He struggled so far. And he can't convert the free throw. George. Now ready to shoot at the line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Ben Simmons has got 2 shots coming. 56% for his career. Off the mark on the first free throw. Oh, he missed on a pair. Leonard to Thompson. To Thomas. Lets it fly from long range. And Isaiah Thomas, good on the quick release for 3.
And your big is the one making that happen. Every time he's involved in a PNR, he's slipping it, forcing that guy from the weak side to come down and help. Quick skip passes equal 3s in the bank.
Irving to Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
To George. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
And the finish at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
George matched up with Iguodala. To Luka Doncic. Nothing going here on that drive. Curling inside. George on the drive, but his shot misses. To Butler. Irving. He drills the 3.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. George, that right there, Jay, his 8th 3 of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
Kyrie gets a shot up off the mark. Paul George to Holiday. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
And they call it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
First one, count it. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Clippers have the basketball. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
To Irving. Isaiah Thomas snatching it out of the air.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
George to Thomas. To Holiday. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Jrue Holiday, good on the quick release.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Irving. And that's going to be out of bounds off of George. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Turnovers like that at this point of the game are daggers. You can't afford to have empty possessions in the final 2 minutes.
Screen coming. Irving. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
From a guy who's been there before, tomorrow morning you'll wake up and you would have wished this was a bad dream. But in reality, all you can do is knock the cobwebs off and let it fuel you for tomorrow.
To Thompson. Paul George to Thomas. Isaiah Thomas. 4 out of 7.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Irving. And strokes it.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
LA Clippers with the basketball. George against the former Finals MVP. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
First try, no good. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Can't connect from in close. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory. And for the very first time in franchise history, they are NBA champions. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find it.
The Clippers have earned the ultimate prize, an NBA championship. They faced adversity this season, but they didn't let it prevent them from achieving their dream. This was a series that will be hard to forget. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Clippers. It wasn't surprising to see this team on the losing end of this matchup. They weren't very good with their execution, and they suffered for it. Check out the leading scores for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense, but still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
Paul George could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.